YouTube, what's going on? It's Man 7. So today we're going to be doing episode 4 of our Way of the Superior Man study series, whatever you want to call it. And this episode is going to be talking about turning your lust into gifts. I have a really cool passage from the beginning of this chapter for you guys. It starts like this. When a man sees a beautiful woman, it is natural for him to feel energy in his body, which he usually interprets as sexual desire. Rather than dispersing this energy in mental fantasy, a man should learn to circulate his heightened energy. He should breathe fully, circulating the energy fully throughout his body. He should treat his heightened energy as a gift, which could heal and rejuvenate his body, and through his service, heal the world. What does all that mean? So, it's a lot of really understanding and learning how to relax around a beautiful woman. Okay. When you see a beautiful woman and you're aroused, this is not a bad thing. See, a lot of guys want to suppress their desires. A lot of guys, they think it's sinful, they think it's bad. No, this is actually one of the greatest gifts from God that you can ever have. You know, a highly sexual man or a highly aroused man, a man that's capable of being aroused. That is a gift because you can circulate this energy throughout your body. Unfortunately, a lot of guys want to use physical expression, whether that be through gooning or whether that be through hookups and stuff like that. They want to use that energy in ways that are actually pretty negative. I don't want to say negative completely in the sense of like, you know, you should be able to, for example, have a relationship with your partner, whatever the case is for you specifically. I'm not saying that you can't have sex ever. Why would you not, right? But when it comes to the idea of lust, specifically lust, what is lust? Think about the difference between love and lust. My favorite definition, which is what my brother told me, he said, lust is basically the perversion of love. And I love that because it's so true. You know, when you truly love somebody, it's a totally different feeling than just simply lusting over their body or lusting over the act, right? It's different because again, it is natural as men. We're gonna feel aroused by beautiful women. Or if you play for the other team, hey man, do your thing. I ain't telling you what to do with your life, but you know, you're gonna feel this energy, right? And this energy, again, a lot of dudes want to physically express it, but they don't understand that you can actually breathe. I do a lot of meditation every single morning, every single night. I love to meditate at least once a day. And the act of just breathing and relaxing and coming into yourself, even just right now, right? Like you can breathe and then you can circulate energy throughout your body. So when you look at a really pretty chick at the gym, for example, or you're going on a walk, you see a beautiful woman, breathe. First of all, breathe. Then, second of all, meditate upon what can I use this energy to actually do? See, if we're always going to get triggered by, you know, seeing a pretty girl, that's not the path that a superior man goes down. A superior man understands that this is inevitable. Pretty girls are always going to exist. They're always going to be there. And what am I going to do about it? I'm going to use this as fuel. Think about some of your favorite artists. Think about Drake, right? Drake in his actual era of like putting out great music. Take Care, Nothing Was the Same. All of these were inspired by women. Lots of guys have used inspiration of women to make beautiful poetry, beautiful art, all types of things. And so we want to circulate and rejuvenate this energy as much as we possibly can, because if not, you're just going to be like one of those guys that are just unfortunately releasing all their energy into a sock. At the end of the day, you really have to realize that this is a talent that was given to you by God. This talent needs to be used, right? And again, I want to read this last part. It says, he should treat his heightened energy as a gift, which could heal and rejuvenate his body. So we talk about rejuvenation a lot when it comes to just like transmutation and all these other things. It's very true, you know, like I'm sorry if I have been transmuting my energy in the gym, for example, versus a guy that's just been like transmuting it physically, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get better gains than him. This is just like a rough example of that, but there's so many others. And we need to take a step back sometime and really realize what is the purpose of physically expressing our energy only purely in a sexual manner. Like what's the purpose of that? right? I don't think that's how we were supposed to live. And unfortunately, because of the media, because of what we see other leaders do in the community and stuff like that, which they're not really leaders. We talked about this, I think, in another video about how red pill people pretty much use their platform to mislead men into lustful ways. We see it from all these different angles, and we're like, oh, we're supposed to do that. Like, this is like the peak male performance. And that's not true. You should use these gifts as a service to heal the world. Okay. Now, what is your purpose again? We talked about purpose in another video. Your purpose, you're going to have to meditate on it. And you're really going to want to transmute this energy into your purpose, or transmute it into a good conversation with somebody that you just met, transmute it into the way that you dress, present yourself into the universe, your schoolwork, your studies, whatever. Transmute it. Find a way to actually become the type of man that you journal about, that you fantasize about, that you think about. Become that version of yourself by turning your lust into gifts. Now, the very last thing that I want to leave you guys with is it's going to be really hard to do this. This is always easier said than done, right? It's easy for me to get on a YouTube video and just yap, but I want to be the example for you guys as well. This is exactly why I've taken a major step back from all the stuff that I used to do, whether that be just casual hookups or just entertaining multiple women, right? I've taken a step back from this entire life, and I've really balanced myself out a lot more. I'm able to have much more nuanced thoughts and conversations with people, much calmer. I'm much more focused. I have ruthless prioritization in my life right now, and I love it, and I wouldn't give it up for anything. And I want to spread that message. I don't want to spread the message of getting on this YouTube channel and just convincing you guys that the peak performance of man is to sleep with 100 women. Like, this is really just degenerate, and it's primitive, and it's weird, and it's creepy. And that's just, you're so much better than that, dude. And so I want to be the example for you guys. And this is exactly why I practice what I preach. And I hope you guys can also resonate with that as well. So I will see you guys in the next one. Again, go check out the other videos in the series. Really good stuff happening. Lots of good discussions in the comments. I'll catch you guys on the flip.